So I've not recorded since a long time, so I thought I'd just record something really quick. And I wanted to talk about why being open is really important. So no, open to experiencing like different things, trying out new things, and just having that careless kind of attitude. Not entirely careless, but you should be willing to try out new things if you think that's beneficial to you. That is, sometimes we look at people, what people think about us, like social, what do you call that, social expectations or something like that. You take that into account, and most of the time you don't try out a new experience, or sometimes you're just like, it's fine if I don't do it. It won't really benefit me anyways. So I don't think that's true actually. Most of the times it will benefit you, and even if it directly not, somehow it will. Like, the thing is that you always retain it somehow. If it's knowledge, it's experience, or it's a new idea that you get, you try it, and you learn something from it. Even if you directly don't think you have, you actually have. That's kind of how it goes. And what happens is that this will get you close to your purpose, right? So your purpose layers. That's what I was actually thinking about earlier. So when you kind of go through new experiences, you are further in your self-discovery path, and so you know yourself better, and that's why you kind of you're closer to your purpose, because you shed like uh, purpose layers, like your life purpose layers, right? If that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm talking sense right now, but I just think like this is kind of something that I've never struggled with, so I thought I could really talk about this. And the thing was, like, I was never afraid with trying something new, and this is kind of because I didn't really care a lot about people's expectations, like, off of me. And if they like disagreed with me, I always like kind of ignored it and just thought that it was their problem, that like they're uneducated. Because the thing is, how life works is that you develop, right? So what I was 6 months ago, I am not the same right now, and hence some people might not like me as much as they liked me before, or some people might like me more because I'm becoming similar to them, right? I'm becoming better or worse, which makes me similar to them, and so I relate more to them. I think that's kind of how things work, right? I mean, I'm just speaking logically, not. I don't really know a lot of psychology on this, but I think this is kind of how it should work. Um, and that's what I was. That's kind of what I. Is this all I wanted to say? No, I think I can talk something else as well. So yeah, I mean, you should really be mindful of the same. If there's a new opportunity that you see, I would say seize it. This kind of happened to me, so I didn't want to go to college because we know it all, right? We're just gonna learn some garbage which is not useful at all. Just being honest, right? It's not gonna help. Or maybe it is a little bit. I had that thought, and I considered applying to university, and I got in. If I didn't like get in, I wouldn't have gone. That's a different story altogether. But since I got in, I was thinking of doing something different, like a different major that would help me find myself better and faster. That makes sense. Even though it sounds like it's definitely not gonna help me, it will kind of develop me more as a person, as I'd have different experiences over there and more opportunities. As I'd be moving out of here soon, so this is like India. Soon I'll be there for university. I'll be going abroad, right? It's a whole different thing. This is what happens when you take on new experiences or even ideas that come up to your head, or something you read in a book. just try something new. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Because when you do, you get closer to your like real authentic self, and I think that's what we all want. And once you discover yourself like to the brim, I guess you really know kind of how to set your life up accordingly. So if you're kind of like someone who likes to work a lot, you'd have a life that's more of like work mostly, and other things can kind of take the back seat. Whereas if you're like me, kind of like more laid back, but would still like to do something um, productive, something that kind of gives me some kind of peace, some kind of happiness, some kind of fulfillment. But I don't want to just keep doing that. I want to do a lot of other things as well. I want to be exploring other things too. Then I think you'll have a different life setup as well, right? So that's why I was kind of thinking about that. And I think, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Or is there anything else that I'm missing? Right. So when you get closer to your purpose layer, I'm kind of thinking, right? So what can I say? Should I just end the video? This is garbage. Like, okay, I don't even know why I'm recording, but yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to say. So it's like you see what you want to do, try out a new experience, and then you learn something new. And you know what happens? Like sometimes you might not even know what you want, right? Like here, if I might have stayed here in India and I just didn't uh, meet this one person, let's say out there when I go to university, um, I didn't have that experience. Let's say that person told me something really interesting, right? Which is why I think it's really important to choose kind of what experiences, what ideas are you adopting, what beliefs are you adopting. Because what happens is most of the times if you have a new like layer of wisdom that you've surpassed, or a new we call it, new like set like knowledge kind of I don't know what to say, but like your knowledge was here, now it's here, that kind of thing. um, you kind of have a new lens, like a camera lens kind of a thing, like a different perspective or different point of view to look at the world. And I think that's really valuable, I guess. because because whatever, right? I mean, you're developing yourself and everything, right? You will find out who you really are a bit sooner, and you'll know like what's right, what's wrong, even faster. So that's why I think you should be open to such experiences really. And I never really lacked this skill, but I have sometimes not used this skill of mine, and and I've not done so because of some like idiotic belief that, oh, like what happens if this person thinks this way about me. The thing is, as much as I know, if you change for the better, and they are not doing that, really they're not gonna relate with you, so there's no reason for you to be talking with each other because you're just not compatible. They're like a totally different person, you have nothing in common. That's just how it works, right? You're kind of changing, and they're not, or maybe they are, but in a different way. That's a different direction, they have different goals, and you're not going in the same way. I'm not trying to say that you're better than them. Even if even if you want to do worse than them, the same thing will apply, right? So regardless of what they're saying, that, oh, you're doing bad, no, 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 you're doing bad, you're good, doesn't matter. Only just be authentic to yourself. The thing is, they'll come and go every 6 months or every year. You're different, you're just gonna change in good way, bad way. That I'm not talking about that. That's like regardless of that, you're gonna change, and people not gonna accept that, or they're gonna accept it. You know, you're gonna go become more like a certain type of person. You develop. You're gonna be more relatable, to like a CEO or something. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say today.